This is Roger with igadgetgeek. Today we're going to be taking a look at the brand new AT&T Samsung Galaxy Note 3 and its companion device, the Samsung Galaxy Gear. Now, the brand new Galaxy Note 3 is available for $299 with a 2-year contract, or you can take advantage of the AT&T Next pricing, which is $0 down and $35 a month for 20 months. The advantage with the Next pricing is that after 12 months, you can turn this in towards a new device. Or after 20 months, you've paid it off in full, your contract is completed. All right, let's just run down the specs of the Note 3. The Note 3 has a 3200 milliamp hour battery, and in my testings has exceptional battery life. I've had no problems getting through a day. Most of the times I end the day with about 45 to 50% battery. Now, it has a 13 megapixel rear camera, which in my opinion takes some fantastic photos. It has a 32 gigabytes internal storage. Now, you can of course expand that with a micro SD card up to an additional 64 gigs. Now, this is a 2.3 quad-core processor with 3 gigs of RAM, has a 5.7-inch full HD display at 1080p. But let's go ahead and take a look around at the device. Now, it has this new kind of faux leather back with some kind of embossed fake stitching. It's more of like a soft touch plastic finish, and I much prefer this finish over their glossy finishes of, let's say, the S4 or the Note 2. The S Pen 2 has been redesigned, and I must say it's a lot nicer. Plus, it works in either direction, so there's no up or down when installing that back into the Note 3. So let's walk around. Now, one of the really cool features about this is it has USB 3. So if you do transfer a lot of data to and from your device, this is going to do it at exceptionally fast speeds. Also, I've noticed with the included charger and USB 3 cable, it charges very quickly. Now, on the very bottom, you also have your main speaker, your mic, your USB 3 charging port. So this is the micro USB 3. Your access to your S Pen. On the left-hand side, you have a volume rocker. On the very top, you had your headphone jack, secondary mic, and your IR blaster. So this does include all of the remote control capabilities, just like the S4. And, of course, your power and sleep button. You remove your battery door right there. On the very back is your 13 megapixel camera, rear flash. I do like the AT&T version, subtle branding. You have the AT&T Globe, and then, of course, you have the Galaxy Note 3. Now, on the very front, you are presented with that nice, bright, vibrant 5.7-inch display. And I will have to say, I've had the S3, the S4, the Note 2, and now, of course, the Note 3. And of all of those devices, this has by far the brightest screen to date. Now, one of the disappointings is the box. As you know, the S4 came in a really cool Samsung box. The Note 3 came in the, the standard AT&T box that we've come to expect. Now, you do not get headphones or anything like that, but you do get a tool to change out the little tips on your S Pen, so that is a nice inclusion. Now, the gear itself is an accessory. You can pick that up at AT&T in several different colors. It's going to set you back $299. But when you use this with the Note 3, it really does give you some really cool functionality. It allows you to send and receive text messages with the built-in Samsung app from the watch face. It allows you to answer, send, and make calls from the watch face. Now, there's been some complaints about interaction on certain notifications. Now, it works very well with the Samsung apps. Some of the second-party apps are not quite yet developed, but I do have a feeling shortly we'll see Samsung release the information needed for developers to embrace this new device, and all of your notifications will work. Now, that's just my guess. I hope to see that. It needs better integration with notifications. Once we get that, it's going to be an absolutely wonderful device to have. As of right now, it's a good device. I wouldn't say it's a home run, but it's for what it is, it's fantastic. Now, in the box there, you get, of course, your charging cable and the watch itself. So what I'm going to do now is let's go ahead and take a look at the Note 3. Of course, you have your interaction here. Again, it senses before you actually touch the screen. Basically, all of the great features that you like from your S4, they've taken and included now in the Note 3. So once we unlock this, we'll go home. You have a lot of those same features, again, that you've come to expect from Samsung. Did completely redo the interface with the S Pen. You basically have this air command window that allows you shortcuts directly to some really great applications. Go to air command. Basically, you have pen window. You touch that, you draw a window. And then you can choose from some applications to actually run in that window. So we can, let's say, go to the phone. And it's going to run that phone application within that window. Now you can drag this window around, change the size, close it out. So it gives you some great interaction with your multiple devices, multiple applications, I should say. Now one of the other cool features, of course, the multi-window mode. That allows you to run 2 apps at once. So we've seen that in the Note 2. It's basically been refined and improved upon for the Note 3. I really have to say the new S Pen is really nice. I think it's a great addition, and they've changed some of the things I didn't like about it and really has made it great. So let's go in here to Settings. We'll go to General. We'll go here to About Device. As you can see, this is running Android 4.3. We'll go up here to Storage. Now, I have a 64 gig SD card. Now, this does have 32 gigabytes total. Now, right now, I do have several applications installed. I have about 22 gigabytes available on the phone, and I have several movies on my SD card, and I have about 11 gigs. So all with the fact that the base model of the new Note 3 has 32 gigabytes of storage, and you can, of course, expand upon that, you're not going to run out of storage. Now what I want to do is go ahead and turn on my Bluetooth, and I'm going to go ahead and power up the Galaxy Gear watch. Now I have, of course, used that and paired this before, but I just kind of want to show you guys how these two work together. In conjunction, it makes for a really nice combo of devices. Now the Gear is not going to be for everybody. It is a $300 device. It's going to be a really great integration. It allows you to do a lot and interact with a lot of stuff on your phone without actually having to pull your phone out of your pocket. We'll go ahead and let it finish booting up. Now, as you can see, it's went ahead and connected. And once it connects, you do get a notification here that says your Samsung Galaxy Gear is connected. And you can see I'm connected through Bluetooth, and the watch itself is connected. One of the really cool features that I like, now I use Bluetooth in my vehicle. I have a Ford Explorer. When I sit down into my vehicle, even while using this watch, I have programmed this to default to my vehicle's Bluetooth. So when I get in, the phone automatically connects to my vehicle. It'll send audio and phone calls directly to the vehicle instead of the watch. So it does have some intelligent integration there where you can run more than one Bluetooth device at a time. Now basically, once you've installed the watch, you're going to have a Gear Manager app. That app is going to allow you to completely integrate with the watch. In other words, you can go in here, change your clock faces, and all of that. One of the really cool things is there are already some custom applications available at these Samsung apps. You can go in here to Utilities, and you'll see already some applications available. Clocks. They have a very cool one. You're able to actually go in here, download this clock application, and it is called Watch Styler. So once you activate that, you can actually go in here and create your own custom themes. So it will install an app here on your phone. Once you open Watch Styler, you're actually able to create your own custom applications. As you can see here, I have my Halloween. It's set up for Halloween since it is October. We're ready. It's got the clock face there, the date. Now you can, of course, create all of these. You come in here, you can create an analog or digital. Once you've created that, you can set that as your watch face. So I think even out of the box, already this device is very new. We already have some customization coming from Samsung and other developers. I think we're only going to see that increase, giving you a lot of capability. Now, as you saw before, one of the really cool features about this, it has a gyro in it, so you can set it up. Once you twist it to your face, it's going to automatically wake. A double tap with 2 fingers is going to give you your battery, your volume, and your brightness indication. Now, I have used this all day through about a 12, 14-hour day, and I'll admit, depending on how much you use it will depend on your battery. Now, I was able to get through a 12-hour day at the Big Android Barbecue last week. Now, granted, by the end of that, I only had about 8% battery, but I was able to make it through the day, but just barely. I would like to see a little bit more battery life out of the watch, but as it is right now, depending on your usage, I'm able to use it through an average day with no problems. Now, once you have the watch, basically everything is a swipe. So you can swipe up, and it's going to take you to the dialer. Down, it's going to take you back to the clock. And then, of course, you have all of your notifications, your weather, your S-Voice, your voice memo, your gallery app, your media control, your pedometer, your settings, your stopwatch, timer, today's schedule, and then, of course, all of the apps. You have your call logs, your contacts. So you can actually flip this up, dial, and make a phone call from the watch. The watch has a speaker built in right there, as well as a microphone. So all in all, it's a great combo with the Note 3 and the Galaxy Gear. Both of these are available at your local AT&T store. Again, the watch will run you $299. The Note 3 will run you $299 with a 2-year contract, or $35 a month for 20 months with the next pricing. Now, that has been my full review of the Samsung Galaxy Note 3 and Galaxy Gear. Stay tuned. My next review is going to be on the S-View cover for the Note 3, so look for that video coming shortly. And this has been Roger with iGadgetGeek.